A reminder that we are speaking about women who murder and the battered woman syndrome. Brenda Klubine was defending herself from a husband who was beating her nearly to death. She ended up killing him. She went to prison. None of her story of abuse was admissible in court. She went to prison and had to give up your son. And you said that was the toughest thing that any woman could ever go through. I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's almost inhuman.
Yeah. I don't think that when you carry a child and you have that child that you ever think that there's going to be a time when you have to let that child go.
And then outside of your sphere of influence, you're told he died.
Yes, I was informed that he had been killed.
It's torture.
Yeah. That's like stabbing you in the heart. So I lost him twice. Once was going to prison, and then once being told, the second time being told he was killed.
And yet, there was a reuniting of you and your son. We have some footage of that. Can you? I have not seen this tape yet, so I'm anxious to see it. Can you show that for us, please?
I would be constantly told that I would end up in jail just like her, and that, you know, if I lied or if I did any sort of, you know, bad thing whatsoever, that I was going to end up just like her.
When they told me that Joey was killed on July the 26th of 1987, I tried to get a copy of his death certificate, and there was no record. That I can't believe I'm here. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm here.
I'm proud of my mom. She's done so much for so many other people. And I think it would have been so amazing and so cool to have a mom like that, and that we could have been together.
Brenda, how do you react when you see that footage?
Takes my breath away. I have my son and I have two amazing grandsons.
That's phenomenal. So you were given
awesome.
a gift of more than just a son.
Absolutely.
And you're kind of, inspiration isn't a strong enough word right now, but you're someone who is an example that through adversity you can make a big difference. And that's what he was talking about there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Now, one of the people you've helped is Flazell, who's also tearing up. Flazell, you also have a little reaction here. Now, you were dating your boyfriend when you were 13.
Yes.
I imagine he wasn't 13.
No.
Already a suspect situation. By 18, you'd murdered him.
Yes.
And then you spent 21 years in prison. How'd you kill your boyfriend?
The night of the murder, I had been trying to avoid him. He wanted to talk. I had broke up with him. He wanted to talk, and I didn't want to talk because I knew I would probably be facing being jumped on by him. And I wanted him to know I was serious.
He'd been beating you all along as well?
Since I was 13. I was 18 at this time.
It's interesting. I'm feeling Brenda's body react to your story. It's like, it makes you guys reasonably so angry.
Yeah.
It's not okay. Go on, I'm sorry.
And this particular night, how he got me over there is I let my son go over there earlier to visit with his grandfather. My son was the only grandchild, so of course they were attached to him. And I wanted them to kind of build that type of a bond. So I let him go over there, not thinking that any harm would come to my child at no point. So he used my child to get me to come over there by threatening to harm him.
Oh, boy.
So, of course, with what I had experienced, there was no doubt in my mind at that time, he's going to hurt my child. So I grabbed my...
Did you go there with the intent to hurt him?
I went there with the intent to protect me and my son.
Whatever you had to do.
The outcome of that was never a thought.
What did you do?
I got my stepfather's gun, put it in my purse, and went to his parents' house where he was, where my son was. I was watching him for a while from across the street to kind of, you see if I had a chance to grab him and run or whatever. I'm used to running from him, right? But I go, as I'm approaching my child to pick him up, as I bend down to pick him up, he grabs me by the back of my neck, and he starts beating on me, telling me how if he couldn't have me, no one can, calling me names.
When did the gun come out?
The gun came out when we end up in the house, and my son was trying to get him off of me.
Did your son have to witness this?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Yes. So my son is pulling on and telling him to let my mommy go, and he's crying. So while he's jumping on me, I guess my son got in his way, and he grabbed him and slammed him. Threw him. When he threw him, he flew into the wall. My son's only 2 years old. And at that point, I don't know what came over me, but I knew you're not finna hurt my son.
That was it.
That was it, and that's the first time I struck back.
And did you also have to have a day in court where you weren't able to tell your story?
Yes,
Oh,
it was not allowed.
let's take a call. Katrina in Louisiana. Ironically enough, Katrina, what's up?
Yeah, I was in an abusive relationship for 4 years. You know, women are small and defensive, and you have to have a weapon if you want to fight them back. But what I did, I left, and I was homeless for 2 years. Dr. Drew, why do women stay when they can be homeless? Why do they do that? They want the material stuff and all that stuff?
So let me make sure I'm hearing you, Katrina. For you, homelessness was better than staying in the abusive relationship.
Oh, yes.
I think
I didn't
they
want to
leave,
kill him.
but my dear, they leave because they're fearful of homelessness, and they're fearful that their children are going to be homeless, and they're trying to navigate. And by the way, let's be clear, a lot of people come from chaotic families and things where they don't have models for stability. That does happen. I'm sure you had, I don't know, we don't want to lay blame anywhere because we're just
Yeah.
creating more victims and we blame other people, but that's just the cycle of abuse.
Yeah, but I left. The point is that I did leave. I left 11 times, and my husband would threaten to kill my son, my friends, my family, if anybody helped me.
11 times.
Or I didn't return back.
11
Yes.
times. You know, on
Yes.
average, it takes 8 times for a woman to leave for good.
Yes.
And it seemed like the 11th was for good. You had divorce
Yeah.
papers and everything handy, but then it went bad.
Exactly.
All right, let's take another call real quick. You guys are taking my breath away here. Kelly in California. Kelly?
How you doing, Dr. Drew?
Kelly, good.
I feel like when this happens and under any circumstance, it's a form of defense, and I wonder now that the laws have changed, are these cases being reviewed, and are these people, women, being able to share their stories?
Well, Brenda was, had a role in changing these laws. Do you feel as though they're being heard now in court today?
Absolutely. They're definitely being heard now, and they will be heard even further ahead.
Yeah.
Because this injustice needs to stop.